Hi, I'm here with Matt
Flugger.
We're a film crew, aren't we?
We are.
We're a film crew.
This is what it looks like now.
This is what it is.
This is the future.
Oh, my life.
Mm-hmm.
Like, watch this space, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Shit going down.
It's nauseating.
Say that again.
Except when it doesn't.
Say it again.
Good. We're ready. Now let's get some levels. What kind of you're the pro photographer, sister. What kind of K do you think we're looking at here?
What kind of what?
What kind of Kelvin?
What kind of Kelvin?
For white balance.
Yeah, right. Okay, let's just assess this situation.
I hear you. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
He's a medium. I can't get away with anything. Okay, he's psychic. I'm thinking, what the f? And he's going, oh.
He's here.
She doesn't know.
Stay there.
Okay, my white balance language goes as far as this. Is it warm enough? Yeah, it looks nice.
All right, let's get our frame here. So we're looking at straight in front. We can get closer.
I better join in and do some work.
Yeah.
So great to be involved in this. I'm not going to say too much because I don't know how much Matt wants to be shared, but you'll get a few more clues as to what is going on throughout the video. And I loved capturing Matt doing his thing because I know that feeling of being completely in the zone, and I was capturing that, which was really fun. This black and white shot, unfortunately, is a little bit uncomfortable with the movement in Matt's hand, so I was like probably a second off there. His hand would have been situated more without movement, probably a second later, but I love the shot facially, so I wanted to keep it in, and I love the black and white as well. I think it really is tonally beautiful. Really good to kind of collaborate in this way with Matt and discuss the sort of artistic side of what he was doing and just share our knowledge together. I was using Matt's kit. I took my D3, which is what I shot the images of Matt on, but I was using his kit as a second camera for some video. Please bear with the footage that is this horizon's, of course, much better, but yeah, that previous horizon was obviously a bit skew-if. We're in a bit of a rush to do this between classes. We only had about 40 minutes, so it was quite rushed. Can you guess the location that we're in by what you can see through this video? Stay till the end and I will share the location along with something a little bit different for you today.
Really, really straight shot. This is I'm trying to get, so people are sitting, their heads are going to be like here. Should we angle the bench more? Yeah, so what we want is... Could we shove the bench this way?
So compositionally, I think slightly closer in, right? So that we're getting...
We can go forward in the shadow over here. Because we want to keep their faces in the dodge, right?
Yeah, I think... Can I just move your camera?
Yeah, move it. Yeah.
But tell me what you think. I'm thinking like
people on left, college on right.
Yeah, so the college is dead straight.
Yeah.
But the bench is angled this way.
Yeah. Like that. Yeah.
That's perfect.
That's the shot.
Right. Do you want to just check to see if you've got my feet in? Say if you're interviewing me, right?
Yeah. I can give it a shoosh like this. There we go.
Yeah, did you tilt it down slightly?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the shot.
I think it needed, yeah.
We can eat a little bit of sky.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, look, I'll sit down, watch. See?
Yeah, you've nailed it.
There we go.
Right, now, the only difficulty is that we have to expose for the building and the shadow. So I suggest we go...
Favor the people.
Huh?
Favor the people.
Favor the people.
For sure.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Right.
We're there. Alright, so this is ready. Anyone wants to come out here, we're good. Um,
So we're ready, aren't
yeah, we're ready. I'm gonna go corral people.
So we're interviewing. What are we interviewing? We're interviewing
Hold on,
people.
I'm gonna do a test one. Here we go.
We're interviewing people for a pilot. We're interviewing people for a pilot TV show. It's very exciting.
What up? Hi, this is Matt. And
this is what I meant when I said I was going to share some life. In other news, I'm renovating the boat. For those of you who follow my channel, you might remember me, I don't know, nearly giving up on the boat. No, I'm keeping going. I'm renovating it with all sorts of upcycling and just very creative, very clear, unique ideas. So I just thought I would throw in a little bit of life into these videos. So I hope you like the variety and the mixture going on here. And stay tuned because we've got lots of exciting stuff coming up. I've been approached by various people for collaborations and exciting ventures heading into next year, so really excited to get stuck in, and I will reveal more as and when things start to happen. When your head's a mess and you can't get dressed, when you stay in bed with a sense of dread, when you can't see why you should even try, when it gets so bad you want to say goodbye. Just look around to the place you once found, the joy and laughter, what happened after? Did you suddenly doubt, think you're worthy of nought? Were you scared to lose your soulmate, your muse? Or did you just start thinking? Did your heart start sinking? Did negativity creep in? There's no way you could win. Not until you take a big step back, calm your mind, get back on track. Be kind to yourself, you're doing your best. Sometimes in life you just need a rest. 2 steps forward, then 1 back. It's perfectly normal, there is no hack. Just don't give up. Reach out to others. Don't be alone. Come out from the covers. It will be okay. Your light will shine one day. One day you'll find you left it behind. You left the war, walked out the door, stood face to face with joy and grace. You didn't look back or focus on lack. You needed no proof because you found the truth. You found beauty in places you didn't know were there. You had endless compassion. Your pain made you care. You went on and helped others find their way. Because you suffered, you knew what to say. You had respect for darkness and all that it meant. It made you so grateful for the time that you spent, finding the way out into the light, learning the lessons, getting through the night. And here you stand, strong as ever, with such clarity, light as a feather, ready to face all that life brings, with a new sense of self and a new pair of wings. Have you noticed in some of these photos the depth of field is such that I'm just losing Matt's hand? So look at this shot here. This is shot at f1.8 and the photo that follows is also shot at 1.8. But can you see how, I always focus on the eye, but can you see how Matt's hand is just closer to the lens than obviously his face is, and it's fallen out of focus, which is such a shame on his hand and his rings there. So just compared to this shot, which is my favourite, do you see how his face is pin sharp, the camera's pin sharp, his fingers and his rings are pin sharp, the headphones, everything. I love this shot. So it's really like getting practice with your depth of field and just getting to know what f-stop allows you what, and just being mindful of staying completely parallel to everything that you want in focus, and then getting used to which, as I say, which f-stops will be forgiving enough that you get everything you want in focus, but shallow enough that you will create that beautiful, shallow, smooth, soft depth of field, which is just so complementary, especially in a shoot like this, where you want to really home into a key expression, or a moment like that. So with this shot, I love it in colour. I think the greens are a little bit overpowering here. It's rather warm. I probably had my camera on cloudy white balance. And the colours, as you know, of the D3 are very, very, very potent. They're quite in your face, the greens. But I was just aware that I get so drawn to putting a lot of my photos in black and white that I didn't want to put this one in black and white as well, because I wanted to give Matt plenty of colour as well. But the things you could do is, with this shot, is you could definitely tone down the green in Photoshop or Lightroom. You could also, as I say, put it in black and white. Do you know what? I'm going to try it. I'm going to show you black and white. Hold on. Because I do find the blue on the trousers slightly distracting. It's okay on the neck because that's the main point of interest, but it's a bit distracting down there on the floor. So, well, the scarf is not the main point of interest, but is around the main point of interest. Do you see what I mean? So here we go in black and white. Now, I remember now why I didn't leave it in black and white, funnily enough, now that I've done it. It's just a little bit untidy, isn't it? It's a bit messy. The eye doesn't really know where to go and what to do. And I think that is partly, it's not a shallow enough depth of field. I think the background needs to be thrown out even more, because the white of the trainers, there's quite a lot of distraction in the background. Do you see what I mean? So the brightness of the trainers, it's almost causes this kind of competition, if you like. They're competing with the main point of interest for your attention. The eye wants to go down to those trainers, but it also wants to stay on the sharp area, and the eye naturally wants a logical journey around an image, and this does not do that any favours. So a quick fix for this, I think, that works quite well is just a simple crop. So by cropping most of the bottom of the image out and getting it nice and tight, your eye naturally goes to the main point of interest, which I think, is the headphones and Matt's, the left side of him, his ear and the camera. And then it naturally just forms a journey round the left and then comes back. I think it could still be a shallower depth of field. I think that would work slightly better, but this crop definitely improves the shot. I am actually just going to crop the bottom. You can still see some white on her trainers. Hold on, I will do that now, and I'll also get the f-stop for you. So just be mindful when you're cropping out distracting bits. You sometimes will have to then crop out the other side. So I cropped the right hand side a little bit and the top, otherwise you can upset the balance of an image. So just be mindful to balance up any cropping that you do on one side, and just always check that the weighting of an image is quite nice. I think I could go on and on cropping this. Actually, I could go more panoramic, I could go closer in again, but I'm going to leave that to your imagination and just share the f-stop with you. So this was f 1.8. I think I could have gone to 1.6 actually. Yeah, I think it would have thrown out the background slightly more, which might have been quite nice. And what do you think, guys? Let me know. I've got one more image to share underneath the trees here. So this shot, I was trying to create a little bit of mystery by getting behind the tree and shooting through the leaves. It's not that successful really, is it? Let's rip this to pieces. I don't usually invite you to do that to my work. But okay, so you've got, right, the brightness, you know, that band of really bright sunlight in the background versus the dark of the trees. I don't know, it's just a bit uncomfortable for me. I think there's too much of the extreme of the bright versus I was under the tree, so obviously I was in the shadow, and then the white was just maybe a bit too much. The other thing about this shot is that Matt is behind the camera, so there's no real kind of connection, if you see what I mean. We're not connected with Matt here because you can't see him. So there's no feeling, there's no atmosphere, there's no vibe from him. And Matt's a very expressive person. He's really expressive with his hands, as you probably noticed in some of the images earlier where I captured his hand, his expression with his hand, which is lovely. But here you can't see any of Matt's personality in this image. Because I was trying to create something different. But in doing that, I lost something. I lost the connection. I lost something closer to the heart, you know, going on in the interaction between Matt and his guests. I think if it was technically a really good shot, with maybe less contrast of the dark and the light, potentially just by creating some detail in those highlights really, and Matt being on the other side of the camera, this could have been kind of, this idea could have been rescued. But as it is, it's sometimes, you know, when you look at an image and you just don't like it, but you can't really put your finger on why. It's a little bit like that. There's something strange going on with the leaves as well. It's not just a nice, soft, smooth, shallow depth of field. There's some texture in there that is not majorly pleasing, I find. So sometimes we have these creative ideas for a shot, and it's all about using that as a starting point and then allowing yourself to move around. You've got an idea in your mind of the feeling or the look that you want to create, and it might be that you assume that that will come from doing a certain thing or getting in a certain position, but always trust your intuition. If you're guided or you feel like spontaneously you want to move position to somewhere else, or you want to change your depth of field, or, you know, whatever it is, just really listen to that little creative spark that wants to go exploring. Because when we explore with our photography, we break through those I suppose the limitations of all the kind of rules that sometimes learning photography can bring about, you know, like the rule of thirds and this, that and the other, and they're great as guidelines, but let's get really creative and step outside of the box and just play. When we play, I think the magic really happens. So I would love you to stay a little bit and just feel into a little bit of boat energy here, no pressure. I'm going to leave a little bit of music with the final run of me moving the boat. If you're really bored of that by now, completely understand. No, I'm not going to say that. Oh, I am going to say that. I'm just going to leave this unedited. Who cares now? There's nothing to lose. No, feel into the boat energy and just, I don't know, there's always something to be found when you connect with water It's so cleansing, it's so grounding. What do you notice when you connect with water? Am I going too woo-woo for you? Are you still with me? It's great to have you guys on the channel. I'm really, really so grateful for the support, and I look forward to sharing more soon. Take care, guys. Please stay till the end. Oh, by the way, I forgot to say, didn't I? This is really unedited now. Did you guess where we were in the pictures? We were at the Arthur Findlay College. Oh my goodness, in London, Stansted. It was absolutely incredible. I did an amazing week there. I'll share more another time. But yeah, enjoy the boaty energy at the end here. Take care, guys. Bye.